Hello, everyone. We are going to look at some data collection for our writing. We're going to be keeping track of the type of writing we've done so far to see if we can be balanced writers. So I'm going to quickly tell you about the different parts of this paper. It says opinion writing, information or non-fiction writing, and fiction. And I'll start here because I think fiction, we all know, fiction is made up, didn't really happen. And we have two types of fiction down here. Fantasy and realistic. Fantasy, made up, could never happen in real life. Like an elephant who drives a spaceship to the moon to buy some candy. It's never going to happen. Fantasy. Realistic fiction, it could happen, but it didn't. You made it up, but it really could happen. So something like the story about when you went and you had 6 ice creams on the same day. Could happen, but it didn't. Realistic fiction, fantasy. Information or non-fiction writing. How-to books, how to play soccer, how to draw a picture, how to build a ship. Information about how to do something. All about when you tell somebody all about animals, all about sports, all about countries, all about people. It's another information non-fiction writing. Personal narrative. True stories that really happened to you. Personal, it's about me. Narrative, story. Personal narrative. Opinion writing. Opinion is an interesting word. It means something that you think. Maybe nobody else thinks, but you think it. So, in my opinion, this is the best pen in the world. It's true for me, but maybe not true for other people. In my opinion, this is the best book that was ever written. You might not agree, but I think so. So, opinion is when you say about things that you believe, that you think. We have 3 here. Writing reviews. So when you review something, you tell people what you think of it. You could write a review about this book. I think you should read this book because blah, 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 blah. Because it's funny, it's interesting, the illustrations are great. Or you could write a review of a game that you played or a movie you watched. This movie, in my opinion, was okay. I think it could have been better. There was a part where I didn't, you can tell people what you think of it. Maybe to help them think if they will watch it or play it. And writing to convince. You might write a message or a letter or something to somebody to say, Dear Mr. Ahmed, I think we should have more something in school because it will help us to learn more. It will be more fun, and blah, blah, blah. So you could try and help people to think the same way as you do. So those are the different types of writing we have. Now we're going to do a little bit of data gathering now. So I'm going to look at all the books I've written and make a tally on my sheet to see. I'll put my camera down so you can see. So this book is called Stuck Outside. It's a realistic fiction. It didn't happen, but it could. So I'm going to put 1 under realistic fiction. Now, the next book I have over here is a non-fiction information book about football, where I teach people all about football, how to play, what are the rules. So this is information, non-fiction writing, and it is all about football. The next book I have over here is another book, all about penguins. So I have 2 there now. And then I have, if I keep looking through my books over here, I have a book called The Angry Spoon. Now this one is fiction and it's fantasy. That could never happen in real life, right? A spoon that gets angry. So that's a made-up story. I'll do one more. This one is the magic truck, where things come out of the back of the truck. That one is a fantasy. It could never happen in real life, but I just made it out of my imagination. So that's what we would like you to do. We'd like you to go through the books that you've written and make a note on your thing, on your sheet, to gather some information about your writing. And then when you look at it, you might notice, oh, every book I've written is fantasy. Or I haven't written any fiction books or any opinion books. Maybe I need to be more balanced. So I'm going to keep making mine. You can make yours now. And then after you've done this, we'll talk about it and make a plan for what we need to maybe practice more of and what we feel really good about. Okay, thank you for staying with me for this long mini lesson. It's been a good one. I'm excited to see the data you have on your writing. See you soon.